Hello and welcome to the Global Educator Support Series. My name is Darren White and I'm a leader of GEG UK and of Global GEG. The goal of this video is to help you as an educator understand the impact of returning to the classroom. I think one of the things that a lot of us thought when we returned to the classroom is that students would be just appreciative of being back. But I think it's important to understand the levels of anxiety around not just teachers, but students as well. Of course, every school's got rules, but now there's even more rules. And some of them to students don't seem to make a lot of sense, even though to us as adults, they do. And potentially it's constant change with things adapting as the rules do. Try to think about that one kid who's not had any access to any virtual learning, not through any fault of their own, or that one child who's really struggled with isolation during the lockdown process. And although you've still got to be firm and have your routines, be compassionate at the same time. With masks and shields in place, there are communication challenges that we've got to understand. Some students rely on our visual clues and our facial expressions to know how we're feeling about them as individuals. So it's important that we find ways of breaking down those barriers. Both students and staff are re-establishing connections. They're re-establishing relationships because they've missed out on a long time of being able to cooperate, to share, and to coexist in the same space. In fact, for a lot of them, they've only need to worry about themselves for 5 or 6 months. Suddenly being back in the classroom with 30 other people can be a real challenge and very uncomfortable. Change has happened faster than we've ever known it to happen before. When we first went into lockdown, everything was really about substitution in the SAMR model. We replaced ourselves with virtual examples, auto tasks and such like. We've gradually moved to augmentation with some functional improvements as we learn ourselves what else was available out there. But now's the time to start redesigning tasks and redefining tasks to find new ways of doing the same things. My number one tip would be teach forward. Don't teach the students of now, teach the students of the future. What are they going to need to know? Because potentially we could be in a situation where we lock down again and students don't have access to us directly. So make sure you introduce them to the tools and the approaches that you might want to use, because all of them are going to be useful to them, not just in their school lives, but in their later lives. Have you recently returned to work? Please share your top reflections with us. You'll find a form linked in the YouTube description below, and also a link to resources on returning to work. Thank you for watching. Be sure to watch out for other videos from the Global Educator Support Series.